Assalamualaikum and greetings to my CXP 650 lecturer, Madam Rosdiana and Dr. Azrina, my beloved supervisor, Miss Norintan Shafini, and my respectful examiner, Madam Faika. Today, I will do a presentation regarding a system named Contactless Student Attendance System using face recognition. Let's start with a brief of the background. CoSAS was created based on the attendance system. The system is important to be taken into consideration as it helps to record the presence and the absence of individual. Realizing how UiTM is still using pen and paper as attendance, an alternative attendance was developed to enhance the attendance taking with web-based platform for easy management. Therefore, three objectives has been listed out are: first objective is to gather and analyze the requirement needed in developing the system. The second objective is to design an attendance system that will have an accurate reading. Last objective is to develop a web-based attendance system having features by using face recognition. Now, what kind of problem that UiTM faced before the existence of the system? There are plenty of problems that can be identified and detected. I have listed down the problem and insert it in the next slide. First and foremost, losing attendance paper sheet. This happened when lecturer forgot to bring the attendance sheet in their classroom. There are cases where attendance sheets are lost and cannot be retrieved anywhere. Next, the common problem of student cheating behavior in their attendance. Student will ask one friend to sign for them while the student themselves skip the class by staying inside the campus. Last but not least, the difficulties to calculate the percentage of students' attendance in class session. The lecturers are required to calculate the student attendance manually by filling up a form. This is rather time consuming and the calculation must be done one by one. So, what kind of solution that wish to be solved? The left column is the problem statement, while the right column is the solution provided. For problem of losing attendance sheet, the solution overcome is by having the data stored inside the database. There are also print features for a hard copy documentation. Next, student cheating behavior in their attendance. No worries because CoSAS require a student face to scan for verification and comparison. Other problem stated is difficulties to calculate the percentage of student attendance. The problem can easily overcome by implement an auto calculation for percentage of student attendance performance. There are various of technique implemented to make the system work and operate well. The external device used is Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi is a motherboard, also an external device that acts as a camera to scan the student face. It is chosen as an external device because it is better performance and smoother than Arduino. The language that is used inside the external device is Python. Python will run a special program algorithm named OpenCV. OpenCV is one of the most popular algorithm, also a library for programming function mainly aimed in a real-time computer vision, especially for face scan and face detection. The system flow for the audience is to understand how the system works. For presentation purpose, there are only two diagrams that I included in the next slide. First is the use case diagram to show what the actors can do to the system. There are a total of 16 functions and 3 different actors. Next is the business activity diagram. Here, we can see the flow of the system by creating the class until the end of the class session. That is all for my presentation. Now, let's move on to the demonstration of the system. Welcome to the demo. So now I am going to do a demonstration about contactless student attendance system by using face recognition. Due to the time constraint, I will do the video a little bit fast and cut the footage into several parts. So now, let's begin with the first thing. So before we begin the scanning, what we must do is we turn on the mobile X term. So the reason why we are using the mobile X term is because it is a platform for this Raspberry Pi to operate and to use as a computer, as a platform. So without further ado, let us begin. So now we are here in the page. We are going to click on Raspberry Pi and then we are going to log in. So I simply enter the ID, which is login as Pi. And then we are going to do insert a command. So the command is pretty simple, which is start lxde. So after inserting the command, the platform, or I can say the emulator, will pop up on the screen acting as a Raspberry screen. So it's going to take a while, so we're going to wait. So once we are here, we're going to do an attendance. We can also register the face or register the student, but due to the time constraint, I am going to straight away do the attendance. So what we're going to do is we're going to open the web browser, and then we're going to open the website. So I am going to straight away do the login as a lecturer, because I am going to create a class attendance. So now we have login. Let us begin to create the class session. So we can simply create the class session here by inserting all the detail needed. We're going to create the class and start the class session. So after we arrive in this page, we can see the details on the left side, and then for the input on the right side. On the right side, we are going to use only when the camera is not working as it should. But for now, we are going to use this camera because it worked perfectly. So once we are here, the lecturer or the user going to open a command file for the camera to work. So we're going to open the file manager and then open prepare gallery. So we're going to execute and prepare for the face scan. Because my face is already scanned in here, so there is no reason for me to do registration or any other stuff. So we're going to do right away with the face scan. So we are here, we can capture or quit. So of course, because I want to attend the class, so I'm going to capture. I am in a perfect range, which is 2 feet apart, and so we're going to capture. Okay, so now my scan is so the scan is completed and my face is detected. Here we can see the student ID, which is my student ID, is now taken into the database, and I already attend the class. So we can already quit here, we can close this, and we can end the scan. So now, how can I show if I already attend the class? The answer is simple. I can view the attendance, and on this page we are going to see the class that I have created. So because I have already created 2 class on the previous part, so here we already attend on this class. So now we're going to view if my name was already there. So we're going to view, and then we're going to see my name is here. So I attend the class, and my attendance rate is 100% because I attend both class. So that is all for my presentation. Due to the time constraint, again, I am sorry I cannot present all for the admin and for the student, and we're going to continue for the slide. Thank you for spending time and lending ears about my presentation. Should there be any question, please feel free to ask, and I will try my best to answer all the questions given. Thank you for the cooperation, and I end my presentation with Assalamualaikum.